One more time.
Yo, 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 can you hear this shit?
Cool. We're going. Okay. All right. Ready to start this thing up in three, two, one. Welcome back to the Comic Book Bullies with Nerd is a New Bully. I'm your host, Leroy, a.k.a. Joe Blow, the Lover Man, with my co-host.
This is Eli, the Red Menace.
Oh, yeah. And we're back with another episode and a lot of stuff we're going to get to, jam-packed to the brim. And I guess we're gonna start off with the sad news. We got to start off with. We had a celebrity die this week. We had another celebrity death.
Yeah.
2019 will not go without making his presence known, and it's one of a comedy legends that we all grew up on and we love, and it was John Witherspoon, aka Pops. For all he knows, you may not know his name, but you know his face, you know his voice, you know his wardrobe, you know everything about him. You've seen him
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, this one hurts.
Yeah, I mean because we grown up with him for a long time. Like he was on Def Comedy Jam, like the original Def Comedy Jam was back in the '90s. He was on there. Pretty much every black comedy movie he was in, especially during the '90s. I mean, House Party 3,
Boomerang,
Soul Plane. He was in all these.
Friday.
So that's the thing. Yeah, he was Friday Pops. Wayans, what was that show? The Wayans Brothers.
He was a Public Enema. That was in on House Party, wasn't that?
Yeah, he was.
I listened to Public
Enema. Just on
Enema.
House Party 3. I think it was just on House Party 3, but he was hilarious in that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Vampire in Brooklyn, even though that technically wasn't a comedy, but he was funny as fucking that one anyway. So yeah.
Meteor Man, wasn't he a Meteor Man?
Was he a Meteor Man? I wouldn't be surprised if he was. He might have been a Meteor Man. Oh, but like I said,
the first black superhero movie.
Oh man, they keep saying that. Wait, didn't Blank Man beat that?
Was Blank Man out before that?
I don't know. We need a fact checker on this show.
Yeah.
I guess I'm the fact checker. I should do my fucking job. I'll look that up later. Yeah, and then like I said, one of my favorite roles that he was Granddad on the Boondocks.
Yep.
So cause, I mean, basically every time you hear Granddad on a voice, it's him. That's what you hear because his voice is so distinctive. Which is really gonna be weird because they're bringing Boondocks back.
Yeah, it's gonna be sad now.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a HBO Max exclusive or something like that. Something that I heard, and it's not somebody you can replace.
No, he was. Yeah, Granddad. Yeah, new shoes.
Because there was so much of his personality into that character. That's the thing. Like when even though the character Robert Freeman didn't look like him, you heard John Witherspoon. So it was a thing. Yeah, like we're not gonna go too long about it, but just wanted to make sure we just mentioned it. So rest in peace to John Witherspoon, aka Pops.
Yep.
And it's gonna be tough because they're still trying to make another Friday movie, so no tell them what they're gonna do with that. So
yeah,
they've been saying it for the last 20 years. What else we got? Eli's November.
Is it November already?
It's November. We got 2 months left.
Oh.
In the end of this decade.
Are you doing No Nut November again?
We'll see.
We'll see how today goes.
We'll see how today goes. I was the first night of November. Was like 5 hours in, sitting there like I'm twitching. Like, nah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll do like for everybody that don't know, watch the Jerry Seinfeld episode of The Contest.
Oh yeah.
It's on Hulu. That's basically what No Nut November is. Every time I hear about No Nut November, I keep thinking about that Jerry Seinfeld episode. To me, that is the funniest Seinfeld episode of all time.
I'm out.
John.
I ain't doing that shit. At my age, if I don't use it, it ain't gonna work no more. So I gotta
like a car with an oil change,
Yep, I gotta keep the pipes flowing.
Oh, what we talking about? So that's that November. Like I said, this is the year of Blade Runner. Happened in November 2020.
Oh, that's
2019.
Right.
Yeah. So we don't have flying cars.
We don't.
But we got November. So
we don't got robots that look like.
Well, do we?
We have robots, but not like that human. Like
not
fuckable.
that human.
Well, I suppose they can be fuckable, but like you're hard. That's like hard up, desperate.
Yeah, like you got to really use your imagination. You know,
Not like those robots.
not like those robots, like Sean Young. Was Sean Young one of the robots or something?
She was one of Daryl Hannah. Yeah.
Okay,
Robots
yeah. See,
that you couldn't tell were robots.
Yeah, you don't have to use your imagination with Daryl Hannah in the 80s. You're just like, if I think hard enough.
Yeah.
What else we got? Oh yeah, the chicken sandwich in Popeyes is back. Newsflash, everybody. Line's still wrapped around the block if you're trying to get one. Oh, and the McRib is back.
What is it about the? What is it? Is it their sauce? What is it about there?
It's the advertisement. That's what it is. I want to urge everybody, please do not eat the McRib. Nastiest shit ever. It's not even real food. I looked up the ingredients of it. It's like the same shit they use to, like, you know, make pad the walls of asbestos in schools.
It's plywood.
Yeah, it's like barbecue styrofoam.
It's sheetrock.
Right. Like, don't pay money for this shit. It's not even real food. Please don't eat the McRib. You know the fucked up part of, like, you see McRib on the TV, like they got the bones in there, like they show the bone.
Oh,
it's not real bone.
Yeah, it's meat product. That's
Right.
the ingredient.
It's not even meat. That's the thing.
Meat product.
Yeah, so that's
There's
how
with Simpsons where she's grinding up the wrestling mats. There's very
it's
little
grinding up a wrestling mat. I missed that episode.
In these gym mats or whatever.
That's basically what it is.
Do you serve anything without meat? Possibly the meatloaf.
Like, please, whatever you do, don't eat the McRib. That's supposed to serve now. We hopefully we will save a life. So that being said, can we move on to the actual meat?
I was gonna ask you, could I just get like a McChicken from McDonald's and just go grab one of them sauces from Popeyes, and voila, I got a Popeyes.
No. You get the because the thing is, at McDonald's they give you honey. I argued with somebody the other day about that. Like, what's wrong with the honey at McDonald's? No, honey with that chicken sauce, that's delicious. You don't need anything else. You don't need honey mustard. You don't need barbecue, ketchup. Just eat the honey. That's my thing. I think the honey is the best.
All right.
Okay. Now, McDonald's do have good chicken nuggets. That's what I think. If nothing else. But don't eat anything else there. It's not real food. Just like Martin Scorsese. Marvel's not real cinema. Yeah. McDonald's is not real food.
That's not real cuisine.
Right.
But what I meant to say, I mean, there's a lot of good, fine people working on that.
Right.
And put a lot of hard work into that. Yeah, they put a lot of hard work in it. But it's a theme park. You go for the toys and the playgrounds. You go there because you're bringing your kids.
Oh yeah, before we get to the next part, Eli, you gotta do your part. Okay, so like I said, we're trying to do more music reviews on here and stuff like that. And Eli listened to an album.
I did. I only thought because you were reviewing that Kanye shit. I was like, well, shit. Why don't you listen to something cool?
Listen to real music.
Yeah, the new Gang Starr. What's it called? I'm sorry, I'm totally not prepared.
Okay, hold on. Let's go to our fact check. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey Siri. Gang Starr. Give me the fucking. You suck, dude. You're fired.
One of the best yet. That's what it's called.
Okay, that'll work. Okay, so just tell me about whatever you do know about the Gang Starr. Because here's the thing about Gang Starr, what I do know about him. One of the members is dead.
Guru, yes, R.I.P. Guru.
R.I.P. Guru. So, and he died like several years ago, maybe like last decade.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Like so I'm like, Gang Starr is back? How?
Yeah.
Okay. They're only two guys.
It ain't like Tupac, you know, where he put out an album every year since he's dead.
Right. Like, Tupac's still making music. Like,
yeah, or you know, every now and then you'll hear a Biggie track. You know what I mean? With Faith Hill and shit. but yeah. So I guess what happened? I mean, I didn't know about this until just the other day because it just popped up in my feed. New Gang Starr album. I'm like, what? So I guess J. Cole did a song with Premier like a month or two ago or something, and that's when they said, yeah, new Gang Starr coming soon.
Okay, but that's the thing that doesn't make any really real sense to me. Okay, because DJ Premier is just a producer.
Yeah.
He's been producing for everybody. He still produces now. So just because he does a song or makes a song or beat for somebody doesn't make them Gang Starr.
Oh, but it was he had some Guru track. Guru's on the track.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different. Yeah. That's different.
Yeah.
That's why I was so confused. I'm just like,
from what I guess, I guess what happened is he got some unused Guru tracks.
Which that is weird also, because here's the thing. Guru and DJ Premier, like when Guru died, they were on bad terms. They weren't on good terms when he died. Like it was like Guru had a manager or somebody over there that basically wouldn't sign over the rights or wouldn't even let Premier like see him right before he died. Because I think Guru died of like AIDS or something like that.
He had like cancer, I think.
Something like that. Yeah, he died of something. But somebody was over his estate and wouldn't let Premier near him, wouldn't give his blessing for him, anything like that. So that's probably why it took so long for us to get this Guru music now. So maybe Premier has worked out something where he's able to get this music or something. Yeah. We don't know.
With his family. I think it was his family. Yeah, he got a tape of some Guru verses.
Okay.
Because Guru did other. He was on that Jazzmatazz, and Guru did other shit besides Gang Starr.
Yeah, but like he had some albums himself. Yeah.
Yeah, but Gang Starr, they were one of the ones. I mean, when I think of like '90s hip hop, you think of a Premier beat.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I still think, even now, I think of Premier beats. Like, in my mind, you're not a true rapper or a lyricist unless you can go over a DJ Premier beat.
Yeah.
Until then, that's the only way you can impress me.
That's like the definitive '90s hip hop sound.
Right.
It's Premier. I mean, to me, he did the best song on that Nas first record. The opening New York State of Mind.
Yeah, New York State of Mind. Yeah.
that shit was dope. So basically, when I heard that new Gang Starr albums, I was like, no shit. So, and then my brother like fucking posted a song. It was with M.O.P.
Okay, so
and I listened to.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, that sounds fucking dope. So I went and checked out the album, and I was like, wow. I was brought right back to the day, right back to the '90s. Fucking, the beats, the scratches, the samples. It's just totally. It just took me way back.
Right because Premier hadn't lost a step at all.
Yeah, hearing it's almost haunting. I mean, hearing Guru, some new verses by Guru, some new beats by Primo. It just took me back. You know what I mean? And I was just like, wow. I sat there and listened to every track. And I ended up just getting my headphones on and listened to it and just like closed my eyes and just chilled. And it's just like it was. The thing about Gang Starr, for me at least, anyways, back in the day, because I remember when I first heard them, this was a Daily Operation or whatever. So early '90s. This is all like NWA and Dre, that the gangster, trend was going on, and that West Coast style was so like in your face and like party vibe and shit. So when you hear like Gang Starr, it was just so laid back and chill. You know what I mean? And right. Guru just he didn't yell or scream, or he just like sat back and just said his shit. Like Vito Corleone. You know what I mean? He didn't have to be all braggadocious. He was like the Don, just kind of just sit back in his chair, petting his cat and just saying his rhymes.
Right.
Like in Goodfellas, what did he say? Paulie didn't have to move. That's because he didn't have to move for anybody or something. And that's what I always like imagine Guru as, is just like the Don mob boss behind the desk, just speaking, not screaming, or, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's what this brought me back to, is just sitting there listening and just demanded your full attention. You know what I mean? You just sort of just listen to each track, very few for me anyways, and I'm a metal guy. So maybe I listen to hip hop differently, but sometimes like Tribe did that for me, where you just like zoned out and just listened to, you know what I mean? So that's what it did. It just brought me right back to the day. I mean, there was like J. Rule, the Damages on there. I mean, shit that I haven't thought about in, ages. Freddie Fox, Bumpy Knuckles. I mean, all that shit. He was M.O.P., some tracks with M.O.P. on there. And I was just like, wow, I was like, that's why, hey, dude, I messaged you, man, this Gang Starr shit. Pretty cool.
And I was going to listen to it, but something came up and I didn't get a chance to listen to it. But yeah, I plan to listen to the Gang Starr album because I want to be prepared too when you started talking about it.
Yeah. So, like I said, I didn't really take notes or anything, but all I know is he had new tracks from Guru and he decided to put some beats to it. And just like that old school DJ Premier 90s hip hop style, boom bap shit, you know what I mean? The jazzy, laid back jazzy with the pianos and the horns and the, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It was cool. It's really cool. It's one of the best albums of the year, I think.
Okay.
and I'm a metal guy, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I did check it out because last time I heard where DJ Premier did the whole album, it was with Royce the 5'9". I think they called it album.
Oh, yeah. He's on there, too. He's on a track.
Oh, yeah. Royce, he had to be on there because that album, that was one of my favorite albums of the year when that came out. It was called Prime. It was just him on it. That was it with nothing DJ Premier beats. And I was like, well, shit, to me, this is like the new age Gang Starr, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, and you said J. Cole, that song is on this album?
Yeah, he's on an album. That's like, they got a video for it. Yeah.
Oh, so that's like their lead single.
Yeah, and it came out like a month or two ago. And that's when everyone first heard. Me neither. I didn't know about it either. So that's what I'm saying. When it was released Thursday or something? Thursday or this weekend.
Yeah.
And I was like, new Gang Starr, what the fuck? You know, and I was like taken back. Like, what the hell?
Usually music is released on Friday, comics released on Wednesday, movies released on Tuesday, video games released. I don't know. I forget out. Something, but that's usually the trend. But yeah, I'm gonna go back and listen to this to, you know, I trust you. I trust you. But I want to hear some Gang Starr too, just to see. I don't know why I didn't listen to this early before.
Yeah, and another thing for those who don't know, Gang Starr, the Luke Cage was a season 1. Every episode was named after a Gang Starr song.
Yep, Lemonade is a popular drink. They even name drop some of the songs in the verse. I mean, in the episodes. You know, Lemonade is a popular drink.
Flip the script.
Yep. Trying to get a rep. All those Mass Appeal. Yeah. Man, they had hits. Gang Starr had. Yeah. If you want to go back and listen to some old school rap, both of us recommend listening to some Gang Starr. I know we don't talk about it like we should. But yeah, they were one of the pioneers of hip hop back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. That means we can move on to the next part of the podcast.
Sure.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the box office numbers, and this one we're going to spend a little bit of time on because both of us went to some movies. We saw some movies this week, even though there really wasn't anything out. But anyway, let's just dive into it. Eli, give it to me. What is the number 1 movie of the week?
Is it the new Terminator?
It is the new Terminator. Yep. Terminator
even though it's bombed, it still made number 1.
Yeah, I mean, it still made $30 million, and I guess that's supposed to be low for Terminator because they advertised the hell out of this movie. You know, I'm watching the NBA playoffs, and Arnold Schwarzenegger has a commercial with the Finals MVP of last year. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, so they're really hyping this thing up, but apparently nobody saw it except you, Eli. I guess. Like, do you want to review it now? Or fuck it.
It doesn't matter.
Just go for it now. Because the rest of this list is pretty pathetic. So I'm just gonna let you go ahead and talk about Terminator: Dark Fate now. Spoil it because I don't care. Probably won't see it anyway.
What's it a spoil? It's a Terminator movie. You've seen this movie.
Robots.
Yeah, they chase people. You know, car chase, robot fight. You know, car chase, robot fight. Rinse, repeat for 2 hours. That's pretty much all it is. Yeah, I thought it was, I wasn't into it, you know. And it's just because I'm not interested in what they're showing. It's the same movie. Like I said, it's a chase. Every Terminator movie is a chase movie. I want the Future War and not the Salvation shit because that movie sucked. You know, I want to see T-8000 endoskeletons walking over skulls, HKs flying, lasers shooting, those tank things. That's what I want to see. I want to, you know, the beginning of T2?
Right.
That's what I want to see. I want that for 2 hours.
Beginning of T2, that middle part in T1 where Reese was telling the story.
Yeah, the flashbacks.
Yeah.
I want that for 2 hours. That's the movie I want. And we have not gotten that for the past 30 years. We've gotten these, like, again, they're just chase movies. And I I can tell, yeah, they're trying to reboot the franchise. They want the kids to get into this shit, so let's throw all this shit. We'll throw some minorities in there. We'll, another tough chick, because everyone's woke now. We got to get the woke crowd into this shit, and we'll get the Deadpool director. I mean, it's not a bad move. It does what it's supposed to do. The action is fine. It's got cool action. It's the guy who did Deadpool. So, yeah, it's rated R, so it's brutal. Hard R violence, all that shit. It's all there. It's just I don't care about the story. I don't really give a shit. They're trying to get, I can tell they're trying to get this new generation into the Terminator. But you got to ask, does the new generation give a shit about the Terminator? Because I don't think they do. Hence why it's
box office numbers pretty much spilling out they don't.
Yeah, so they're trying to cater to like a younger generation. Mm-hmm. But who doesn't give a shit about this shit? So, and in turn, they turned off the old generation who wants to see the only people who give a shit about Terminators are old motherfuckers like us.
Right. Like new motherfuckers playing, all they want to see is Marvel movies. That's it.
Yeah. Super Terminator. Right. Terminator Man or whatever. Right. Yeah. So, and what do we want to see? We want to see what we haven't seen before. And that's the future war, Mm-hmm. And we have, and so here we go. Another movie that doesn't go there. So I was just like, it's a totally serviceable movie. It just didn't serve me, So, yeah.
You got to slap a score on it. You got to give me something.
Ooh, a score. 2 out of 5. Fuck.
Ooh.
This one's personal.
I see.
Yeah.
Did Terminator slap your dog or something? I mean, shit. All right. So, let's keep going down the list. Number 2, still hanging in there, is Joker.
I saw that again.
Do you want to give a quick recap, or did your opinion change on it, anything? Or?
I think I liked it a lot better this time around.
Okay.
Because I didn't have the nerd expectations,
Okay.
I was able to focus a little more.
It's not canonical.
Yeah, Batman's not in this.
Right.
Where's Martha? No, I was just I basically because I knew what it was this time. I was able to, kind of just watch it for what it was. A movie about a mentally ill guy going postal. So I was able to focus. I noticed a lot more things, a little more Easter eggs, and, just kind of got into the character a little bit more than I did the first time around, noticing how he was and how he was just so detached and how he just didn't understand and, I think I liked it more. I mean, my opinion is still the same. I still think it's just an okay movie, but I enjoyed it for what it was more this time around because I was able to just let go of what I wanted to see versus what I got, So getting into the whole mental health thing, how he just didn't understand social cues and comedy, how he was writing down notes and, he doesn't understand what makes people laugh. He just, sex jokes makes, is funny. And,
because he's just doing what he thinks makes what people like. Yeah.
He doesn't know how to be funny, but he's like, his notes are like, his notebooks were like the ramblings of a madman, but he doesn't understand what comedy was. And so it was just interesting to get sort of focus on that and take that in instead of wanting to see what I wanted to see, the Joker movie that I wanted to see. So, but yeah, I still found it slow at times. I still, there's just too many scenes of him just sitting there lonely, laughing at himself and all that. And, so I still think it's just an okay movie, but second time around, I was able to let go of the expectations and just take it at what it was. So.
I mean, the fact is that you saw it twice. That says something.
I was bored.
Say that you were bored, okay?
I was bored. I was like, fuck it, I'll go check this out again. See if I really don't like it. And I guess, second viewing, like I said, I guess it's not as bad as I thought first time.
Well, Eli, thanks to you, though, you helped the movie get to 936 million worldwide.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Take that, Marvel.
And that's the thing. That's another. I'm glad you brought that up because this movie may or may not hit $1 billion. It probably won't hit $1 billion, but it's gonna be like right there before it leaves. But the interesting thing that is going on, they're saying that this movie seems to be just as profitable, if not more profitable, than Endgame.
Oh, because it wasn't shit to produce.
It wasn't shit to produce, wasn't shit to market. They just put the shit out there and that's it. Because the thing is with Endgame, like I said, the marketing budget was insane. Endgame marketing was everywhere. You could not run from it. You could not hide from it. And the production of that movie, because remember they had to combine Endgame and Infinity. They shot them both at the same time to kind of keep the cost down. They said even with the cost there, they said it was well north of $500 million to produce that movie.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what they're saying. Like another Endgame type movie probably will never happen again. Mm-hmm. Because there's too much risk, too much reward. Because the thing is, if that movie would have failed or even not hit the movie, that Disney might have been in trouble. You know, especially with the Fox merger like that, they might have put them in trouble. Now they're fine now, but they had to break the box office record in order to consider Endgame profitable or worth their time. Anything less than that, it would have been worth their time.
Yeah.
And so, but like I said,
I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, but Joker didn't have to do all that. They made the movie, I think, for like $55 million, something like that.
Yeah.
Almost made $1 billion on it. That's it. But here's the thing: DC still fucked up. I may or may not have said this on the podcast. I think I made a version somewhere. Because here's the thing: DC could have put the money up for Joker 100% and kept all the money, you know, on the back end of it. But they didn't do that. They didn't think Joker was going to make the money it's making now. So they actually split production costs with the studio. Whichever studio's name, I can't remember, the studio that made the Joker, right? So since that's the case, they're splitting profits of this movie with the studio. Okay. Yeah. So all that money that they're getting, like this 800, 900 billion straight profit, they split in half, not only getting half of it. So even when they win, they lose. Like I said, that's number 2. Number 3, we have Maleficent. Did I say it right? Maleficent?
Yeah, you did.
I think I said it right the first time. I fucked it up the second time. Either way, Mistress of Evil, number 3. Still hanging in there. Harriet. Oh, okay. should I go there?
Okay.
Okay. Eli, you might well go smoke a cigarette or something. It's gonna take a while. Eat a Snicker or something, because I'm gonna take a while for this one. Yeah. So while you were watching killer robots, you know, destroy each other, my family drugged me to go see Harriet. It was the only free time I had because I wanted to see Terminator. I wanted to see killer robots.
Doesn't like gave you substances.
Well, they did not slip me a Mickey or anything like that. You know, it's family time, so they actually, you know, because the thing is, you know, like I said, I stay in Mississippi. The movie wasn't even being shown in Vicksburg, my hometown, whereas they didn't even show it there in the movie theater there. They had to drive up to Jackson to come see the movie because it was the only place they were showing the movie in Mississippi. Yeah, that's the weird thing about it. So they decided to come up here, had to get the tickets. I want to see the robot movie. Y'all rather see Terminator? No, we don't want to see that. You drug me to all those bullshit Marvel movies that aren't real movies. You're going to see Harriet. So, yeah. So I went to see the movie. We saw the movie. Now, there's other stuff to talk about the movie. I'm going to put that to the side right now. As of right now, I'm just going to critique Harriet as a movie.
As a piece of cinema.
As a piece of cinema. Right. Because this is real cinema.
All right.
Not that Terminator bullshit. And yeah, Eli, man, this movie sucked.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, this movie, like, it was, I'm sitting here watching this movie. First off, it felt like the longest movie I've ever seen in my life. And I had to check the time, like, how long is this movie? It was only 2.5. It wasn't 2.5, it was 2 and 5 minutes. Like 2 hours and 5 minutes, something like that. But it was like, it just felt long. They didn't give you any information that you didn't read in an elementary school textbook. You know, she runs away. She was a runaway slave. She comes back, frees some more slave. And that's the movie. Just go back and forth and does that, and that's about it. But then the really cool shit that happens in Harriet Tubman's life, they say that in the after credit scenes. Oh yeah, she was the first female general in the Civil War, the first in any army ever.
Gotta wait for the trilogy, man. They gotta wait for part 2.
I guess she was a secret spy for the CIA that went under Union. And where's that movie?
Yeah,
not this bullshit we just saw.
Harriet Tubman. Infinity War.
Right, in games. Like, what the fuck? So all the cool shit happens after the credits. You know, while we just watching this bullshit that happened. Because here's the thing, this movie, you keep talking about how these Marvel movies look ugly and shit, and they don't look like have any kind of like style to them. That's what this movie was. This movie felt like it was like a very amateuristic director that was there. The cast, you can tell they didn't spend a whole lot of money on these folks because most of these people in this movie are singers. They happen to be actors.
Well,
like,
the chick who plays her she was on Widows.
Was she? I heard about that. Yeah, she was on Widows. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a good movie.
We keep talking about that. Yeah, we keep saying Widows is a good movie. One of these days I will see it. You know. Janelle Monáe, not a real act. I won't say she's not a real actress, but she's mainly known for singing. But she happened to be an actress. The other guy, he's a singer. You know, he's on one of those insurance commercials or something. I can't remember something. So
he's the Old Spice guy.
Not the Old Spice guy. I'm on a horse. Look at your man. Now back to me. No, he's not that guy. Hey, that guy's actually a pretty good actor. But that's a sidebar.
What's in your wallet?
That's Samuel Jackson. Anyway, so yeah, you can tell the other actors you seeing in there. You're like, damn, when you on the CW or some shit? No, so they're like really dragging the bottom of the barrel. You know, just fine. They really didn't spend a whole lot of money on this movie. You can tell. The director has no style to them. This really felt like a made-for-TV movie. Like it barely felt like a Netflix movie. Last year I would have said it felt like a Netflix movie. When you see like Eddie Murphy and Martin Scorsese, you know what's happening to water now. It's not even on a Netflix level movie now. Mm-hmm. You know, they just felt like some made-for-TV type shit that, you know, direct TV. That's what it felt like. Like it made me think like, why the fuck is this even in the theaters? Like it's bad acted, badly directed, poor script. And on top of that, this is what's really pissing people off about the movie. It's a bunch of stuff pissing people off about the movie. But one thing pissing people off about the movie is it's not even accurate. It's not even historically accurate. There's a bunch of characters in this movie that they just made up for the movie. Janelle Monáe's character doesn't exist. You know, the bad guy that's going after her doesn't exist. Oh, and another thing, they gave Tubman superpowers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they gave her superpowers. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna break
down.
Can
she control the weather?
She's not Storm or anything like that. Because the funny thing in this movie, I'm sitting here watching this movie, and every now and then, Harriet Tubman will like have these spells, or maybe she'll pass out or something like that. And all of a sudden, when she has these visions, but the visions are of the future, you know. So she'll just have these spells, stuff like that. And when she, you know, with the slaves run away, it's like that. White man is that way. So if white man's on the left, we need to go right.
She had The Shining.
Or some shit like that. Like she'll just know, or she'll be asleep, you know, and then she'll wake up all of a sudden, and she'll know like the police are coming or something, and then she'll, you know, hightail out of there, or she know the police are coming for her friends and family, and she go get them, you know, and I can walk past this river and I won't drown and I won't get attacked because whatever I had, the visions of the future or some shit, you know. And it's just like the whole, and she even dreamed that her slave master would die, and he died the next day. Okay, so she's an X-Man now. Okay, fuck it, just go with
clairvoyant.
it. Yeah, so precog or whatever. So yeah, they made Harriet Tubman a superhero. She has superpowers. I'm just like, okay, none of this shit is working for me. None of this shit is interesting, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and rate this movie. And I'm gonna get into the controversy why people hate this movie, because it's other shit really going on with this movie that I gotta talk about. Eli, rate this movie 2 out of 5. Oh. Yeah, I just spoiled everything for you. I was bored out of my mind watching. See, Eli, you have it too good. You're complaining about a killer robot movie. I want to watch a killer robot movie too. Because even if it's bad, it's still a killer robot movie. So now, that being said, let me get into the actual controversy of Harriet, this whole movie. Eli, do you know that they're boycotting this movie?
Who?
Us. Black people.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the spoiler alert. Yeah, it's a twist. Yes, black people are boycotting this movie for several reasons. One reason I said earlier, because the movie is not historically accurate, you know. Another reason, because of the actual lead actress in the movie. They're boycotting her for several reasons. One, because she's not American.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So some people are like, okay, you're going to get a non-American to play an American, you know, legend. Okay, that's one. And another thing, since this is 2019 and cancel culture is at an all-time high, they dug up one of her old 2013 tweets.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, one of her old 2013 tweets had her making fun of African Americans. You know, talking in, you know, ghetto slang or whatever like that. Remember we talked? Yeah, remember, you know, during the Black Panther review where I said, you know, Africans hate African Americans?
Oh, yeah.
And then you said Jamaicans hate African Americans.
Oh, well, yeah, I lived in Florida,
yeah. So apparently nobody no black person outside of America likes African Americans.
Yeah, Jamaicans hate Haitians, Haitians hate Cubans.
Yeah, right. So
and they all hate American black people.
Right. So she's a Brit, you know, and apparently she hates African Americans also. You know, basically she was saying it's kind of all derogatory name, like whatever the N-word slang for what they call them in Britain, that's what she was calling us.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so they dug it up in 2013. So they found that out, cancel her. So you're gonna get somebody that doesn't even like African Americans to play an African American icon. Okay, strike one.
Okay.
Strike two. People are really upset that one of the main villains of the movie is a black slave catcher. Now, we don't even know historically if a black slave catcher even existed. Maybe, maybe not. But the point is that since we're telling the story of Harriet Tubman and we're trying to be as authentic as possible, that never happened to Harriet Tubman. So one way or another, they made this shit up. Okay. So people are like, why are you going out of your way to make one of the villains a black man? You know, trying to hunt her down. And now there's also some false things about the movie that didn't happen. Let me clear this up. Some people are saying that the movie has a white savior in the movie, like because at the end of the movie, the black slave catcher is trying to catch Harriet Tubman and he gets shot in the head by the slave master that hired him. And they're saying, oh, well, he's a white savior. No, he is not a white savior. There is no white savior in the movie. So let's just stop with that narrative right there. So a lot of people are boycotting the movie for that alone. No. The white slave master was the main villain of the movie. The reason he shot Harriet because the reason he shot the black slave catcher because he had some kind of weird fixation on Harriet in the movie. Now keep in mind, this never happened in historical fact, which is another reason people are getting pissed off about. Another people are pissed off because Harriet didn't kill that guy. You know, she had the slave catcher, slave master, did the rights, shot his hand off, had a gun to his head, and let him live. Now, why did she let him live? Because she had a vision that he was going to die in a few years later in the Civil War anyway, so she just let him die. I mean, she just let him live. You know, because of her superpowers. You know, some people think she showed mercy or compassion or like that. I didn't see it that way. But like I said, people are just taking the narrative and just running with it. You know, there's a lot of people on Twitter just attacking this movie just for no reason whatsoever. I think all of it is kind of a little bit unwarranted because the movie isn't that good to be talking about anyway. So you just bashing the movie just for no reason. That's it. Now, that all being said, there's even another reason why people are boycotting this movie, Eli.
You guys sound like natives watching a native movie.
It's like people just got pissed just the movie for no fucking reason. Now, so all of this going on, and one of the main reasons people are booing is because the movie was produced by Focus Pictures, and Focus Pictures is a subsidiary of Comcast. And as of right now, what is the date? The 4th, the 5th? Remember 5th of November? Whatever. We should work that in some kind of way. Anyway, black people hate Comcast as of this moment right now.
Okay.
I
don't know why.
I will tell you why.
Okay. Let me know. You're my ear to the streets.
Right. I'm your black expert. So. So basically what's going on right now is that, okay, you know who Byron Allen is, right?
Do I?
Okay.
It sounds familiar.
It sounds familiar. Anyway, quick history, not history, but just a quick recap of who Byron Allen is. Byron Allen's comedian in the 80s. Stand-up comedian. He's kind of successful. Decided to go behind the scenes, make his own studio, bought a whole bunch of property. He does that extra, a whole bunch of TV shows come on at 2 o'clock at nighttime. Anyway, He got really, really successful, and out of nowhere, he bought the Weather Channel. Nobody knew he had even that much money to buy the Weather Channel. So he owns the Weather Channel, trying to use his money since he's making Weather Channel's profit for him, trying to use the money to buy up more stuff. And now all of a sudden you have other companies coming out trying to block him from buying other stuff because they don't want him to get more powerful. For instance, Comcast and Charter, certain cable companies want to block him from becoming more powerful than what he is already because, okay, you bought the Weather Channel from under our nose without us paying attention. you're on our radar now. We're not letting you get more powerful than what you are now. And Byron Allen basically saying the reason you're stopping me from doing this is because of the color of my skin, because I'm black. So, okay. And he took this to court, and he sued Comcast and Charter for that, won the case twice. So sued them, won the case. So since they're pissed off at him for beating him, they're taking the case higher to the Supreme Court. And what they're trying to do is repeal the Civil Rights Slave Act of 1966. Oh, sorry, 1866. The act that because here's the thing, black people never got reparations for slavery. Mm-hmm. So what they did, the closest thing we ever got to reparations was that act, which basically allowed them, because they know that when black people go into business and get jobs, stuff like that, people are just going to turn us back because of the color of our skin. But that act allows us not to. They basically have to give us, equality, in jobs and in business, things like that, or in banks and stuff like that. May or may not work like that, but the point is, it's on the books. Comcast is trying to remove that act all together so they can stop Byron Allen from buying up more of their company. So they're going to court on November the 13th, which is going to be next week. Comcast has hired Trump's the Department of Justice to speak for them, to help them repeal this law, just so they can stop Byron Allen from buying more property. And so he went on, he's all over the social media, all over the news, telling people what Comcast is doing, basically saying we need to concentrate and stuff like that to see what's going on. And the fact that, so now anything Comcast doing right now, black people are like, I see what you're doing. You're evil. You're the devil. So when you put out a movie like this with all kind of, inaccuracies in it, you got a lead that hates African Americans playing an African American icon. It's just a bad look right now. So black people just like, so Not My Harriet is trending on Twitter. Think about this for a second, Eli.
That sounds deep, yeah.
2019 is so insane that we are canceling Harriet Tubman. Just think about it. That's how far we're going now. We started at the beginning of the year with Liam Neeson. Now we're ending the year with Harriet Tubman. Everybody got to go.
It's like back in the 90s, there was a Crazy Horse movie made, I think, on TNT.
Yeah.
And I thought it sucked. A lot of natives that I know thought it sucked. Now, Crazy Horse is one of our heroes, right?
Right.
And at the end of the movie, in real life, he was killed. He was stabbed by a native cop, who came to arrest him. And that, natives sort of know the scouts. There was natives, like you said, like what you were talking about in the Harriet movie, that the black slave chaser or whatever. Mm-hmm. There was natives that did, scouted for Custer, that, sold out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But in the movie, it showed him getting killed by just a regular old cavalry. And that just sent, everyone was like, fuck this shit. That it was just so damn PC and safe. And yeah,
how long did this movie come out?
This was like back in the 90s. This is back when, we had, Dances with Wolves won some Oscars. So then there was like a Indian fad for a while. We had some Indian, Squanto, the Warrior's Tale, and, Pocahontas came out and shit. So Indians were kind of in vogue for a few years after Dancing with Wolves. And
gotcha. Okay.
So they made a Crazy Horse movie. Try to cash in. And they fucked it up.
Well, of course they did.
And yeah, but that's what it reminds me of. What you're telling me.
Okay. I mean, my like I said, when I watched the movie, I didn't know about all the controversy ahead of time. This is whenever I watch a movie, I watch it first, and then I go on Twitter later on to see, what people are talking. Like if I were to see a Marvel movie, I'm like, I'll just see, what the guys are saying. Okay, it's 3.5. When I go on Twitter, I see all this shit going on about. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? I didn't know. So when I'm just looking at the movie like as a movie, and I'm just like, it's not even worth the controversy. I know it's Harriet Tubman, but at the same time, at the end of the day, a movie shouldn't tell you everything you know about Harriet Tubman anyway. Pick up a fucking book. Hell, we're on the internet. Research this shit yourself. You can't expect Hollywood to tell our stories the way we want to be told.
that's another thing. What I with natives too is like you expect non-natives to tell a cool native story. Ain't gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen, right?
Don't get mad when that movie when Hostile sucks. Yeah.
I mean, you want, and another thing, let me go a little bit deeper about that because, okay, like you said, Marvel movies aren't real movies, but there's a reason why we flocked to Black Panther and we didn't flock to Harriet Tubman because there's even another reason we're boycotting this movie. Then I think about it. We're sick of fucking slave movies. Every time we turn around, it's another fucking slave movie, man. I understand we need a slave movie out there. We need to know our history because there's already this movement because people are idiots in 2019, just like people believe the earth is flat. There's already people bringing up, evidence that slavery never existed. Like, we're just here, just for no reason, So that's why we need movies like this to kind of remind people because if we stop making them, yes, people will forget. People will just pretend like it never happened and that's it. So I understand the necessity. It's a necessity for it. But at the same time, I'm tired of seeing it because it's always the same thing. We get the shit beat out of us. We pray to Jesus. We get the shit beat out of us. We pray to Jesus. We die. The end. That shit is depressing to watch every fucking time, man.
No, after Selma, I mean, like, damn, man, I don't want to see this shit either.
Right. Right. And because the thing is with Selma, like I know the story of Selma, so when I see all the horrific shit happening, I see it coming a mile away. I'm like, oh shit, here we go, it's about to happen, So that's my thing. That's why we were so happy when Black Panther came out because yes, it is a fantasy. Yes, it is not real, but that is the whole point of it.
Yeah,
that it's something that we can. Maybe not aspire to, of course we can't be, but it's something that we wish we had a black utopia where everything is perfect and everybody's happy, and it's something that we wish we could see, and we have a black superhero protecting that stuff.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to see a cool story and have with a happy ending, like Get Out.
Yeah,
why they changed the ending of Get Out? Because remember the original ending, he got arrested.
Well, okay, that's true, but they had the original ending, but they said it tested bad, like people felt bad about it watching it.
Yeah.
And plus, that's the exact same ending of Night of the Living Dead. Yeah.
And like that was his intention. But the thing is nowadays, black folks don't get reminded how shitty they got it. And not in the movies.
Right.
They want to go to a movie and fucking have a good time and escapism and so when it was his buddy who showed up, the theater I was in, they fucking erupted in applause.
Right. I mean, like we gotta go to the movies and see fucked up shit. Also, like, why am I paying money to see this shit? That's what I want to know. To see shit like Rosewood and Hotel Rwanda and just getting the shit beat out of us left and right.
Yeah. Or it's and most of the time it's watered down, especially for native stuff. Like I said, the Crazy Horse movie watered it down and made it safe. That Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee movie, which is about the Wounded Knee, that they like skip over the massacre, like they just rush over it. It's told in a flashback, and not that I want to see that, but still, it's like if you're gonna go there, then go there.
Right,
and don't just tiptoe your way around it,
Right, and that's the thing about the hair. It was PG-13, a PG-13 slave movie, a slave movie for the whole family. It's like
another theme park for this.
Why you bullshitting? Do you know that zippity doo? What was that movie's Song in the South?
Oh yeah, fuck that shit. Yeah,
I'm going somewhere with it. There is a theme park ride in there based off the Song in the South. Splash Mountain is based off Song in the South. Most people don't even know that.
I didn't know that.
Oh man! All right. Anything else you got to add to this, Eli? Because this topic pressed the fuck out of me, man.
No.
I just wanted to watch a fucking movie, man. That's all. They dragged me to this shit. I want to watch fucking killer robots like everybody else do. That's why I don't give a fuck, Eli. I don't care how bad you say Terminator is. If I'm seeing this shit and I'm rating a 5 out of fucking 5, just out of spite. What next we got on the list? We're still on the fucking movies, man. Let's speed this shit up.
We haven't done with the box.
So the box office, we got sidetracked. Okay, number 5, The Addams Family. Number 6, Zombieland Double Tap. Number 7, Countdown, whatever the fuck that is. Number 8, Black and Blue. See, Black and Blue, I don't mind Black and Blue.
Did you see that yet?
I haven't seen it, but I don't mind it.
That was cool.
Yeah,
that was cool. I liked it.
Yeah, I don't mind Black and Blue. I would like to see movies like that. Number 9, Motherless Brooklyn. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And number 10, Arctic Dogs.
That is.
I don't know what that is either. We really need to do our research. We don't know what any movies are out right now.
It's a comic book podcast.
Exactly. We're not supposed to know this shit. Yeah. So stop asking us, do we know this shit? Because we don't know it. That being said, we move on past and Eli, in my Yoda voice, begun. The streaming war has. I think I kind of fucked that up, but whatever. Okay. So I think next week, HBO Max drops.
Does it?
No, I fucked up. Not HBO Max. Disney Plus.
Disney.
There's so much shit out. I get confused, man. I don't know what's coming out right now. Disney Plus is coming out.
Yeah.
But HBO Max lists off a whole bunch of shit that they're releasing. I'm not going to announce all that shit because there's just way too much shit. They did announce a price, $15. And it's going to be a whole bunch of shit. Like, I think all of the... What do they have? I think all the CW shows are coming over there.
So, if you already have HBO, what does that mean?
Well, if you have HBO, I don't know. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going to make... I was about to pull some bullshit out my ass. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that because I'm actually being recorded. So, I'm not sure. I do know...
figure that.
Yeah, but I think you do get all the HBO shows. So, I don't know if they'll have like an HBO and an HBO Max, like a premium service. Maybe they will. I mean, because they still going to have Comcast. So, I would imagine they still have like a either or service. Because HBO Max supposed to have like a whole bunch of shit on there. I hadn't listed everything, but there's like a whole bunch of shit that's supposed to be on there. They are listing a Green Lantern show coming out.
It's a cartoon though, right?
We don't know. It better not be a cartoon.
It better
I'm going to be fucking pissed if that's a fucking cartoon. Because they did that shit with Red Sun. Oh, they're making Red Sun. Yay! As a cartoon. Fuck. Okay. And also Adam Strange. Adam Strange could be a cool story if they tell it right. We'll see. Because first off, Adam Strange fights the Thanagar. He fights the Hawk people. So that could be a cool ass story if they play that right. Yeah, but like I said, we got all these streaming services coming out. Let's just do a announcement because Apple Plus TV is also dropped also. Announcement. All of the first 2 episodes of every Apple Plus show is free right now. So you can just go on. Don't have to log in. You can watch it. I wanted to watch that Steve Carell and Jennifer Aniston show, Morning After. Not Morning After. Good Morning something. That show. I want to see that. I haven't seen it yet. I'm off tomorrow. I'll check it out. I'll give them a review on it. But let's add up the shows to see what we got. Let's see. Okay, all the streaming service or the mainstream service we have right now. We got HBO Max. We got Netflix. We got Hulu. We got Showtime. We got CBS, whatever the fuck that is. Amazon Prime. Stars. Disney Plus. Amazon, Apple TV Plus. If you add all those up together, they're $90.91 a month. Yeah. That's not even counting DC Universe.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
Okay. Do you want me to face reality, Eli? You want me to be real with myself?
What the fuck is going on with that? Because I still got it.
I still have it also. But Eli, the writing is on the wall. I hate to be that guy. I hate to be the bearer of bad news because they've been telling me this shit for the longest, but the writing is on the wall. First off, like Swamp Thing, they have already put it on Amazon. Not here, but overseas. Doom Patrol Season 2 is going to be on both DC Universe and HBO Max at the same time.
DCU what?
DC Universe.
It's going to be on DC Universe too?
Yeah, like Doom Patrol.
So they are keeping DCU.
For the time being.
So is DCU gonna stay or?
Well, that's the thing. They haven't announced anything, but everything they're doing, it seems to be they're getting away from because, like, remember they had a Stargirl show coming out, right?
Okay.
It's on the CW now.
Oh.
Yeah. So, like I said, Doom Patrol 2 has been announced, but it's going to be announced for both HBO Max and DC Universe. So even if they cut DC Universe, you still got HBO Max. You can still watch it. And plus, why is Green Lantern coming on HBO Max and not DC Universe? Why is Adam Strange being on HBO Max and not DC Universe? This is not a good sign for DC Universe.
So what's up with the comics then?
Nobody reads comics. That's the thing. So I keep telling people that, like, everybody keeps saying, well, if they putting all these shows over here and they're putting all the shows over there, why should I buy the DC Universe? Because they got the comics. I don't give a fuck about that. So it's not a selling point.
But are they going to keep the comics? That's the thing, because DC never really had a DC Unlimited like Marvel did.
Right, they don't. Like, this is their competition to DC, to Marvel Unlimited. But I don't know. That's the thing, because they have a very nice selection. Like, so you get on there, you want to read some of the main shit, you can go in there, you can read the stuff. I'm reading Green Arrow by Jeff Lemire right now. Good stuff. But if they cut that shit, where am I gonna find it?
Yeah.
So that's why I only want it for the comics. Like, if they got rid of everything and just kept the comics, I would keep it. But here's the thing, Eli. The market for that is very, very, very slim. So, I don't know. It's tough. Because I think even now, DC Universe, what is like $6 something?
Something like that, $6.99.
It's nothing crazy. It's nothing insane. It's not like HBO Max $15 or something like that. I mean, it's easy affordable. So, I mean, even if they just could, I mean, for what they give me, for what I'm paying for, I'm satisfied with it. But the writing is on the wall. It looks like they're slowly dismantling DC Universe, and they're going to concentrate. Because when HBO Max is in full swing, I think that's going to be their main focus. Because it's all Warner Brothers. It's all under one umbrella.
Yeah.
So, man, that's even more sad. That's worse than Harriet. Damn it, Eli. Let's play some music or something. Play some Gang Starr.
Do we got any good news?
Right. Oh, fuck. Let's talk about some video games information for a second. Nothing really popular came out. All I know is that Steam is partnering with EA, because EA got away from Steam for a while, but then they bringing that Origin streaming service to Steam. Whatever, that's cool. Red Dead Redemption comes out on PC, I think, this week. And Eli, I've looked at the specs, and man, that game is going to butt fuck my graphics card. I can't play it, man. I can see it just smoking away. Just like, I want to play it, but it's just too powerful. I don't know, man. Just so I don't know.
See those horses' balls, man. Those horse dicks.
Right. They took a lot of time with those horses' balls. So, and I want to see them in 4K glory, 60 frames per second.
You want to see the fleas on those nuts.
Exactly. That's what I pay money for. That's all I got with that. All right, can we move into the actual next part of the podcast?
Sure.
Okay. Like I said, this is the comic book bullies, where we talk about the comic books, and we're going to talk about the comic books that came out. And Eli, should I get this X-Men bullshit out the way first?
There's an X-Men book?
There's an X-Men book. There's another one. There will always be X-Men books. Jeff Tax is an X-Men book.
For the dawn of time.
Right. So let me just knock this shit out the way. This is Excalibur #1. Technically still an X-Men book because of Uncle Cole and all this bullshit like that. So if you look at the poster, I'm just reading on top of my head. You got Psylocke, Gambit, Rogue, Jubilee, some other weird looking ass mutant I don't recognize, and Apocalypse on the cover. So that's the team. Yeah, that's the team.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. Okay. So the book starts off. We're in Otherworld, and the Otherworld is basically like an alter. It's basically like the King Arthurian land or whatever like that, but in the Marvel universe, it's like another dimension. So Morgan Le Fay has taken over, but she noticing some weird plants popping up in the other worlds like this. She's like, what the fuck is this? Let me find out what the hell's going on. So while she's doing that, we cut to present day time, and Psylocke is, hanging out with her brother and his wife. Oh, Psylocke's white again. So the campaign to make Psylocke.
I heard about that, man.
Yeah.
I remember.
There was a whole thing. There was a whole thing last year.
That was like a few years ago or something. Yeah, it was a while ago.
I think like last year.
Was it last year?
I think it was last year when they did that. Yeah, when, they had to make Psylocke white again campaign, now she's.
Because they didn't want her to be a slut anymore, and then the Asians were like, hey.
Right. We only got 2 Asian superheroes. You took
Can't
one.
we have a superhero? Then the woke people were like, oh shit.
Well, technically, isn't that cultural appropriation though? Because she was never Asian to begin with.
No, she wasn't.
But nobody knew that.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The woke people are like, don't know what to do.
They don't know. It's like, somebody tell me what to do. Twitter, tell me.
Yeah.
Who should I be angry at?
Yeah. What should I be offended at?
Right. Oh, well. So what they figured out. Anyway, back to Psylocke. Psylocke has got invited to Krakoa because she's a mutant. But the thing is, her brother, Captain Britain, isn't a mutant. So she can go, he can't. So they, say goodbye, I'll come visit you, blah, blah, blah. His kids be like, bye, Auntie Psylocke, like that shit to go to Krakoa. She goes there, and it's like a mutant party. She sees all her old friends, Jubilee. Jubilee's got a kid now. I'm pretty sure that's the story. I don't know. She sees Rogue and Gambit and blah, 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 stuff like that. And then one of Apocalypse minions walks up to her and like, Apocalypse to see. But here's the thing. Apocalypse doesn't go by Apocalypse anymore. Okay. Oh, yeah. So Apocalypse now goes by, I don't know if it goes by. It's a weird ass Krakoan name that can't be pronounced by anybody except mutants. That's the name he goes by. So, and anytime somebody calls him Apocalypse, he's like, no, you call me blah, 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 whatever the fuck, But anyway, he summons Psylocke, and Psylocke, he tells Psylocke, look, some weird shit is going on in the King Arthur time, whatever like that. But the Krakoan bridge, we can't get there. Something on the other side is blocking us, so I need you to unblock it. And she's like, okay, what do you need? You need me to go get my brother, Captain Britain? Yeah, go get him. Because he can teleport to the King Arthur's time anytime he feels like it. So go get him, get his amulet, and help us break through this thing. I promise you, he'll be able to get through the gate, even though he's not a mutant. He'll get through the gate. Not Apocalypse, but blah, 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 will make sure nobody touches him. You're like, cool. So she go get her brother. When she go get her brother's already dressed as Captain Britain. He's like, look, I don't know what the fuck going on. I need to go to King Arthur's time because some fucked up shit going on there. He's like, we don't have time for that. Apocalypse came and told me to get you. He's like, whoa, back that whole sentence up right there. Apocalypse told you to come get me? The bad guy? You're like, yeah. Okay, what the fuck are you doing down on the X-Men Island right now for Apocalypse to be down there? Like, that's a long story. Look, Apocalypse needs you to come down here to help me out. Like, I ain't got to do that. I'm going to go down to the Thorian time. She decides to go with them. They teleport to King Arthur's time. They meet Morgan Le Fay. Sidebar. I hate fucking Morgan Le Fay. In every fucking comic and story and book she's ever in, she's a boring ass fucking villain. But she's the main bad guy of this story. So she shows up, beats the shit out of the Braddock brothers and sisters. She possesses Braddock. Oh, and she keeps calling Psylocke Witch Breed. Because that's her name for the mutants. So apparently the Krakoan trees have been infecting the Arthurian time, stuff like that, and she's sick of that shit. She said it's fucking up her magic. So she wants to kill all mutants. That's her thing. She infects Captain Britain. Captain Britain starts beating the shit out of Psylocke. But before he can kill her, his amulet that gives him his powers, he slips it to her. So she gets it. She teleports back to the Krakoan Island, and she is the new Captain Britain. She got the whole costume, the sword, blah, 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 stuff like that. And some other shit happens, but that's the end. Oh, yeah, Rogue gets infected with some other bullshit like that. Eli, this is draining me. This is draining me. I was good at first. Then start going this weird ass Excalibur shit. I didn't even like Excalibur when they had this shit in the 90s. When Nightcrawler was a fucking pirate or some shit. Now they brought the shit back. I don't know. I can't do it. I said I'm going to jump off the train. I think it's time for me to jump off the train. I'm going to wait for the next book to see, but it better bring me back.
Well, that's the one I'm waiting for. Is that New Mutants coming out?
Oh,
yeah.
Eli, they better bring it. They better
bring it. They better bring me. Yeah, they better keep me interested.
Otherwise, this is it.
But what the thing is, this isn't Hickman writing that too?
No, I'm cool if Hickman writes it. Hickman didn't write this shit. Some other person wrote this.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'd rather have Hickman write this confusing ass bullshit than have somebody else write some other nonsensical bullshit that I don't care about.
Okay, because I'm worried that Hickman's gonna drag this shit out.
That is true. It's like pick your poison. So yeah. I don't know, but I'm giving this book 2 out of 5. I don't want to read any more fucking Excalibur. I don't want to read White Psylocke. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. No weird ass the artist formerly known as Apocalypse. Fuck all that shit. But yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna let you go.
Okay, hold up, man. Why is my computer not plugged in?
Oh shit.
About now. Is it plugged in yet?
I don't know.
It said it wasn't. Yeah. It says my battery's draining. Am I back on? No? Uh-oh. Which one?
I mean, you're good over here.
Yeah, I mean, it said my batteries, I have it plugged in, but I don't know why it's not. I have it plugged in. Why the fuck is it not? Here, I'm just going to do this. Just to make sure. I don't, like, my battery doesn't die, and, like, you know what I mean? Then we get cut off and shit.
Oh, yeah, can't have that.
Okay, let's see. You know, it's clanking around. Was that it? Oh no, that was it. This is it. Back on?
Yeah. Never left.
Okay, there we go. Yep. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Plug my headphones back in. All right. There we go. Back where we got power. All right. So where are we on? Marvel?
Whatever you want to do. Whatever book you got.
What did Marvel book did I read? Conan?
Yeah, go for
I read
it.
Conan. Conan the Barbarian, number 10. This is the children of the Great Red Doom. So this is the life and death of Conan, where the Crimson Witch or whatever is trying to get Conan's blood because he's a badass who's defied death and killed so many people through his life that his blood is full of this dark magic, which she needs to resurrect the was it the Marrow God or something, the Crimson God or whatever. So he met her young when he was younger, like as a young man, and he killed this witch. But she was also she had these kids that were following her. So this issue is all about the kids and how the kids sort of been tracking Conan throughout his life, waiting and waiting for his blood to get really potent so they can perform this ritual. And that's what it is. It's just them, the flashbacks through all his life, and at the end of the book, they basically kill Conan and they're draining his blood. And that's what they're doing. And it says
as
Conan
an old man,
is dead.
right?
Yeah, he's an old man now because they've been following him throughout his life, and they're draining his blood. And it says to be continued. So pretty cool. I've been into this story. I've been, pretty much reading these Conan books since Marvel took over, and this was cool. I give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay, cool. Can I do deceased?
Good.
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted we were gonna fight over this or what. I wanted to do.
No, you can go ahead because I would have. Yeah, you know how I feel about this shit.
I thought you liked this book.
Then it's okay. You like it more than I do.
All right, here we go. Deceased number 6 of 6. This is the last book of this series. So basically the book starts off, they're in the Fortress of Solitude. They just find out that Superman has been infected and he's the most powerful being in the universe. So they realize that Superman's been infected and Superman is a zombie. That is bad. They know that they have these arcs that they can use to escape the Earth. But as long as Superman's still a zombie, he can destroy this shit anytime he feels like it. So unless they stop Superman, there's nothing they can do. So Damian, who is the new Batman, says, don't worry. Right before my dad died, already know he has plans on how to take out every single member of the Justice League. And Green Arrow is like, well, of course he has ways to take out all of us. And Damian looks at him like, sorry, not you. Everybody else but you. Like, the fuck? Okay. Like, I'm dangerous. I'm a threat. Like, sure you are. So they go back to playing their plan. And Damian pulls out in his left, but Alfred's like, in your left pocket, reach for it. He pulls it out. It's a piece of kryptonite with Superman's logos on it. He's like, oh shit, cool. So he's thinking, okay, so my dad already had a plan for it. I can take this kryptonite, turn it into aerosol form, and that should be enough to slow down Superman for to get out. And one of them like, that ain't gonna work. Like, how do you mean it's not gonna work? Batman made this plan. Yeah, but Batman always makes his plans to be non-lethal. we need to play for keeps. We need to take Superman out. And I know Batman didn't make a plan for that. So let me be in charge of the plan. He's like, you? Yeah, because Batman's not the only person that knows how to take people out. So Wonder Woman takes the kryptonite, forges it into her sword that was given to her by Athena, the goddess Athena. So she has a sword made of magic with kryptonite infused into it, which is Superman's both major weaknesses. We're like, with this, we can take Superman out. So we need to load everybody up on the Ark, and the rest of us need to go take Superman out right now so he can, to distract him long enough for that. So while they're loading up the Ark and shit like that, some of them go to Themyscira. When they go to Themyscira, they get attacked by Atlanteans, and a zombie Aquaman summons a zombie Kraken to start killing everybody. Yeah. And before he can do anything, he gets shot in the face with an arrow. Dies instantly. And Green Arrow, half a mile away, looking at him like, yeah, I told you I was a threat. I just killed Aquaman from half a mile away in a raging storm on top of Kraken. Fuck you, Batman. That was the funniest part of me. I just wanted to read that shit right there.
That was the best part.
That was the best part of it right there. You could feel Ollie's frustration. So while they're doing that, they load everybody up on Themyscira. And while they doing that, the other Justice League members, the Wonder Woman and the other league, they find Superman. Superman's zombified, just wilding the fuck out. Black Canary, who's now a Green Lantern, uses her sonic scream through a bullhorn to like fuck Superman up, which does something, but Superman starts, punching her construct and shit like that. And while she's doing that, Wonder Woman chops his right arm off, clean off, and then stabs him through the chest. She's thinking, okay, that should do it. But nah, it doesn't. Superman punches a hole through her gut, and now she's infected. She falls to the ground. Superman's still beating the shit out of everybody. And he sees the Ark is about to fly away, so he flies towards the Ark. And while they're flying through the Ark, Jonathan and Damian are on one of the Arks, and Damian can hear him. He's like, yeah, my dad's coming. I can feel him coming. And he's like, well, and he says to his mom, Lois, he's like, don't worry, it's going to be okay. He takes off the suit, flashes the Superman emblem, and flies directly into Superman and knocks himself unconscious. But it's cool because he at least was able to stop Superman for like a second. Which was long enough for the Green Lantern Corps, the entire Green Lantern Corps, to come out and, to take care of everything. And it was like, we're going to quarantine Earth because if we don't contain this shit's going to affect the entire universe. So Superman awakens. He's pissed off. He looks at the Green Lantern Corps, realizes he can't take the Green Lantern Corps. So he's like, fuck this. I'm going to fly to the sun. He flies to the sun and eats the sun. So the Green Lantern Corps realized that, oh, damn. If Superman eats the sun, he's going to destroy this whole solar system. And they're like, wait, that's actually a good thing. We want him to do that. That way, because if he kills the solar system, he kills the virus, and he kills himself. So, fuck it, let him do it. We take the Ark, let's get the fuck up out of here. So, back on Earth, Cyborg has Wonder Woman lassoed up, even though now she's a zombie now. And he's asking her how, because he knows she's connected to the anti-life equation that has turned everybody into a zombie. And he's asking her, how do I stop this infection? And Wonder Woman tells him, the infection, the cure to the infection has been with you the entire time. You're the cure to it. You're the one that could have stopped this. You're like, oh shit, I need to stop everybody before they fly out of here to tell them that they still have a chance to save everybody. And before he can do that, Wonder Woman rips his head clean off his body, throws his head down a cliff, throws the lasso down the cliff, throws his body down the cliff. No more Cyborg. The end. Yeah, that's the end of the book.
But doesn't the Ark fly to another?
Oh yeah. They fly to Earth 2. They find another Earth, and yeah.
The end.
Yeah. Overall, I like the book, Eli. I like, just like I said, Tom Taylor. When you let Tom Taylor off the leash, he give you awesome stories like this. I know you were like lukewarm about this, but I thought everything about it was a really cool.
Yeah, story. It was Marvel or zombies, or you know what I mean. It was just.
It was. I'm not saying it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind it. I just
maybe I'm easily amused. Like I said, I want to see a killer robot movie. I want to see a DC zombie movie.
I just wanted some more blood. But I got to admit, there was some brutal shit in this issue. Fucking Wonder Woman getting, arm or chopping off Superman's arm, and him punching a hole through Wonder Woman, and she ripping off fucking Cyborg's head and all that shit. I mean, yeah, I was like, wow, okay, that's what I want to see.
Instead of cutting away from it and shit like that.
Yeah. So yeah, it was fine. It picked up towards the end, I will say.
Okay. Like I said, you know my favorite part, fuck Batman, and as long as I see that in the
That
book,
was
I'm
cool.
satisfied.
That was cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the best part of the book.
Yeah, especially the whole point. Cause that's the thing. Like, it's supposed to be like a horror book, but they keep shitting on Green Arrow the whole time. Like, why the fuck Batman didn't make a plan about me?
Yeah.
Why he tried to kill me? I'm a threat.
Yeah, Black Canary becomes a Green Lantern and shit.
Yeah, that was cool. So, all right, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. That's me.
Cool. All right. DC. What are we on? I guess I'll do this. Harleen, number 2. Do you want me to do this?
You do it because I'm gonna do the Killer Smile one.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do this Harleen. So this is basically the origin of Harley Quinn. We're taking a serious, dark look at what turned Harleen Quinzel into Harley Quinn. I really enjoyed the first issue.
I think we both gave it a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really liked them building up to her obsession, her nightmares. You know, just the trauma that she went through to become, you know, to her obsession with the Joker. And I really liked that first build up. This book felt more of the same. I felt this one dragged a bit. It was just more of what we already read in the first issue. Mm-hmm. You know, this very long, wordy build up again. You know, she's still having nightmares. She's still, you know, not sleeping. She's still trying to, you know, battling alcoholism and, you know, and still fixating. It's just kind of like, it got a little redundant, I felt.
It did feel like more filler that was in here.
Yeah. And because like the last issue, she finally meets him. And this is just, it almost felt like Twilight, you know what I mean? Where she's like,
I mean, but that's how I felt in the first book. It did feel like they tried to make him like a Twilight type heartthrob or some shit, you know?
Yeah, but this one just felt her more like sort of pining over him, and her you know, she is starting to fall in love with him, but it just felt like, I don't know, what I liked about the first issue is it didn't paint her as the groupie. And I felt like, okay, now we're going towards that now.
And it very much was that. I mean, you could tell like halfway through the book, she pretty much admitted, yeah, she wants to fuck the Joker.
Yeah, and yeah, he's all sexy and he's all cut and shit, and yeah, he looks like Twilight.
That's what I'm saying. Like he looked like a supermodel. Like she's sitting there watching him sleep and shit like that.
Yeah,
he knows what he's doing the whole time. Like the whole point is that he's manipulating her.
Yeah,
you know, just like it was in the original Mad Love book, he's doing the same thing here. But instead, this time he's like, oh, I'm, you know, I have pecs, you know, abs. So
yeah,
I'm gonna seduce her with these.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, I guess there was. What I liked about the first issue is it didn't portray. She was more independent. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She was more of her own person, and I guess we're seeing that being chipped away, and now we're gonna just is that in the end we're just gonna see her become his pawn. Because then I'm not as interested.
I think now that we've gotten to this point, it's just the story's pretty much on autopilot now.
Like, yeah, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm in. Yeah, I don't know if I'm into it as much.
Like we can literally watch the Suicide Squad movie and know where the story is going. Yeah, and it becomes predictable, and it's hitting all those beats of okay, she's thinking about him. She's okay, yeah. Now she's attracted to him physically because she's watching him sleep. Oh, now he's thought about her. He wants to see her smile, and she's actually thinking about it, which means oh my God, does he love me? He loves me. They even do the love me not. Right, they literally say that word for word. Yeah. And plus, halfway through the book, he bribed one of the guards to get one of her files. Yeah, and so he knows everything about her. So yeah, this just felt, and it's so long. It just dragged. Like it's filler because that Harvey Dent Two-Face shit. It has nothing to do with the plot. Yeah, they're always using Harvey as the duality of sanity. That's like right. That's like the go-to, insane guy, insane villain. Like right, Harvey and the whole thing about they kept going back and forth to the executioners, those crooked cops, shit like that. Yeah, I didn't think any of the stuff was needed. It does feel like it's just trying to fill up as much pages as possible with just whatever story they can get their hands on.
Just trying to do Dark Knight, trying to sort of, make parallels between the vigilante. I mean, I did like the scene where she meets Batman. I wish they would have extended that a little more, where she meets him and interviews him and asks him some questions and stuff.
Yeah,
I did enjoy that. But
I did like Batman's answer too, because she asked me, and Batman pretend like he didn't hear her. You're like,
yeah.
like, do you think they'd be cured? Like, I want to think that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I'm fucked up too, So,
right.
So, yeah, there was a couple of moments I enjoyed, but this one felt like it dragged because it was more of the same. I mean, I was on board for the first issue because it was another fresh take on this character. Mm-hmm. But now it's basically falling into the same old tropes of that character, which I never really enjoyed. I never got into in the first place.
Now, here's my thing. I agree with you on everything you just said. The thing is, I do like the way they're characterizing Harley in this book. I'm liking the Harley character. So even though the story is definitely being dragged out, I'm still willing to go on the journey with her. Just because I just like the character, that's all. Well, I like the characterization of the character in this book.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give you that. It's still a fresh take on her. But I just, like I said, I just feel it going in towards. But I guess that was always going to be the outcome, anyways. I guess.
Yeah. I mean, but I can kind of see where she went, because she was afraid of Joker at first, and she think a way that she can get over the Joker is to conquer her fears. But in order to get over her fears, eventually she became infatuated with them. Obsessed with them.
Yeah.
So, like I said, you seen the ass, man. I mean, she had no chance.
Yeah, and it's just, I think it's just they're just taking too long now.
That's true. Well, like I said, the next book is the last book anyway. So
yeah, so I might as well, made it this far.
Yeah, and like I said, the artwork's still gorgeous. Not as gorgeous as the first book was. Some of those first pages in the first book were just gorgeous, beautiful. They could be posters. This is still like good, still gorgeous. But man, it's just like you could tell, like there was more imagination in those panels than in this one.
Like, I really like the Joker Harley book where she's just like the profiler. Mm-hmm. I like her in that because she's just she's really not as groupie in that book.
Right.
I mean, she's after him. I mean, he killed Ivy.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, she's a lesbian. She's with Ivy and he kills her. So she's after him and shit. So I really enjoyed that. But I think I just got jokered out, man. Like I said, I saw the movie again.
Yeah.
Between this and what else was there? Yeah, I didn't read that other book either. Well, I got it, but I didn't read it yet. So this Joker.
I'll review that one. You have to Kill a Smile. Yeah. I'll do that one.
So I give the new Harleen 3 out of 5.
I'm gonna say 4.
All right.
Because I'm still digging it, just not as much as I did the first time, first issue. So, shit, I guess I can. Shit, I'm joking out doing these damn reviews.
Yeah.
Because I guess I'm gonna do Kill a Smile next. Joker Kill a Smile. This is the book. Basically, how the book starts off was then Gotham City, sunny day. It's bright. Families are out having a parade. They look at the sky. It's a bunch of green and purple balloons in the sky. They pop. Joker Venom comes out. Everybody's dead. Joker's sitting there laughing, frolicking through the grass around a bunch of dead bodies. Turns around, Batman punches him in the face, beats the shit out of him. Now he's in Arkham Asylum. And he's being interviewed by this psychiatrist named Ben Arnell. I think his name is Ben Arnell, Dr. Ben Arnell. And he's here, look, Joker, everybody's been trying to figure out who you are and why you do what you do. I'm not here for that. I'm here to cure you. And Joker started laughing like, you think you're the first person to come here and try to cure me? I already know what you're trying to do. You're not trying to cure me for me. You're doing it for you. You're trying to do it for the publicity, for the big bucks. He's basically a male Harley Quinn. That's basically what the book is, And then he goes home. He talks to his family, his loving family. He talks to his son. His son says, read me a bedtime story, Daddy. So he picks up a book. He reads the book, and the book is called Happyville. And there's a guy named Mr. Smiles. But he looks close at the book, and Mr. Smiles has a chainsaw. And he turns the page, and Mr. Smiles kills like a whole bunch of animals. Blood all over the page. He's like, what the fuck am I reading? he doesn't understand what the hell he's reading. His son teaches him reading, so he takes the book with him and stuff like that. He hears some stuff walking around, and at nighttime he wakes up. He hears, walking in the house, something like that. He hears a bump in the night, walking around, doesn't find anything, stuff like that. So, but when he realized that he never slept, he stayed up the whole time and didn't realize, why he stayed up the whole time. So the next day, he's interviewing Joker again. He's trying to find out, okay, Joker, tell me how you became the Joker. They're like, oh, you want to know how I got these scars, or some bullshit like that. And so he tells him his origin, but the origin he tells him is the fairy tale bedtime story that he got from the book he read. Yeah, well, so I came from Happyville, and my name is Mr. Smiles, and I murdered all the animals. And you're like, wait, what the fuck? So he realized, has Joker been in his house? Did Joker put that book there? He doesn't know, but it's weird, So, yeah, that's the book, pretty much. I can go on with some bullshit, but basically he gets crazy. That's what I'm saying. Everybody goes crazy over this book, like, oh, it's the greatest thing ever. Oh, Jess Lemire. Oh, I was like, that's okay. It's basically a male Harley Quinn story. He tries to think he's going to turn the Joker. Joker flipped the script on him. The end. I don't even know if there's a second part to this book. I think it may be a one-shot. I don't know. If it is, whatever.
Yeah, because I picked it up. I got it. I just didn't get around to reading it.
You may like it more than I do, Eli. I don't know.
Yeah.
I read this book and I was just like, all right.
Between this and the Harleen and the John Carpenter Year the Villain book and
right,
the movie, and I'm just
like, where's all this Joker shit coming from?
Yeah, I'm kind of Joker fatigued.
Right, he used to be a character used to pop up once every now and then. Remember, what's that book, Death of the Family? Got a good Joker story. Yeah. Disappeared, maybe show up like a year or 2 years later. He was awesome.
Yeah.
We're reading too many fucking Joker books. We're reading more Joker books than Batman books.
Fuck, like, man. I didn't even read the Batman annual because
of fucking Joker book. So 3 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5. Not a bad book. It's just I'm gonna be jokered out. I don't know.
All right. The last book I got is this Basket Full of Heads. Was it Joe Hill's horror comic line on DC? What's it called? Hill House?
I think so. Okay.
Yeah. He's so this basically it's a new line of horror comics by Stephen King's son, Joe Hill, who's an author himself. He's also responsible for Lock and Key. So basically this is just, it's a setup of this, this woman. She's has a boyfriend who's a cop, or like a secure, kind of like a cop aide or whatever. He helps the cops during the summer, and there's a storm coming in, and they go to like a barbecue at the cop's friend's house, and there's some escaped prisoners who've escaped the prison, and the cops are after them. But I guess they sneak into this cop's house, and some shit's about to go down. So this was all set up. Not much happens. It's just all set up. We're just seeing the relationships between the characters, but not much really happens. It's just all introductory. And so I was a little disappointed about that. I heard the concept of this book, which is basically about some battle axe with superpowers. That's what I know that this book is about. But we didn't get to see any of that shit yet. So I was a little disappointed on that end, but it's still a good set. We're getting to see that, that Americana horror, small town horror. Everybody knows each other's names, you know what I mean? We're getting the relationships between the characters. We're getting that. I mean, I like all of that. I like the character setup. So I think it hooked me enough to where I want to find out what happens, So I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Not the strongest introduction, but because I'm waiting for the payoff, I'm hoping it'll be cool. So.
Okay, cool. All right. Shoot, we got any more books?
That's all I got.
Okay, you did some of mine, so. If you listen this long, definitely like, share, subscribe. We have our sister podcast, Geek Sav. We also have Comic Cast. I actually listened to their I listened to their review before we recorded. Just listened to their podcast too, because we did about the same kind of books, but we have different reactions on what we think about each book. Also have Valiant TV. Get Valiant. New Bloodshot book came out, so they're gonna do a 3-hour podcast just on that one book. You know. We also have Hoodoo TV. We have Talking Ball. The wrestling podcast. Don't know the name of it. I don't watch wrestling, but I'm pretty sure it's good. Another Boogie podcast. He has more podcasts than Jamaican. So, who else we got? Did I miss one? Oh yeah, Instruments of Destruction, the Transformer one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, we'll come back next week. I'm pretty sure. Hopefully we have a more upbeat podcast. It was just too much, depressing shit we were talking about this week. So hopefully,
we didn't see shitty movies.
Yeah, man. Next week gonna be number Sunshine and Rainbows. That's it. Oh yeah, happy November the 5th.
There you go.
Yeah, Guy Fawkes Day. We haven't recorded on that day, so yeah. Until then, it's Leroy.
This is Eli.
And remember the 5th of November. I had to say that.